This has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Potw. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Shotgun, inside handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they've got him. A sack on 4th down. There's a penalty marker down. If it's on the offense, it's a change of possession. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
And the Trojans line up with a 1st and refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, USC. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. first play. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Breaks free. He's in the clear. He makes the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Well, the big fella's flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Every game in this series just feels special, Kirk. The battle for the shillelagh, really the first great intersectional rivalry that's endured goes back 100 years.
You know, if I think for a lot of us, this rivalry reminds us of the old Midwest against the West Coast. But these days, these two programs are still very highly regarded by both the players and staff across the entire college football landscape.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They're going to run it. Heading for the end zone. No stopping him in that one. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of display, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
First down and 10 now. And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The Trojans pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. And finally bringing him down, but what a return after the takeaway. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. They've concluded the first quarter, and their run game has dominated. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense comes up on 1st down and 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He got it. The field goal's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Throwing off play action. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Hicks. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades. when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right after all that. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good when they go up 17-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now, the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Creative running there. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. So here we go, first play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
High completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. Missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Running through the tackle. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Throws it to the right. Oh, he makes the catch! They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And the tailback's got it again. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a receiver wide open. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run up the middle. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaking free at the 35. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Hicks. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Look out, he's in the clear. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They are pouring it on now.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. The shotgun handoff here. Has the first down, is still going. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. Too much speed for the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And as we take a break, we'll take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll test the right side here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Zips it down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Breaks into the clear. Bursts into space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Trojans offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
He's running out of time here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, USC. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
The pass rush closing in. The flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see what the penalty is on. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. He's looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Then he'll get into the end zone for 2 points. Now it's a 15-point game. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Working clock with the ground game. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Caught over the middle. It's Hicks. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And it's caught, so the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Got the first down and still motoring. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. They cooked up with some over 150 yards today. Just putting on a huge show and a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. So go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind scrimmage.
Let's go!
Oh, it's a reverse. He finds some space. Tackle is made, and that's good for a first down of the 47. We reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to a +40.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W.
3:25.
Grinding away with the running game. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Look at that. He's still going. They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game.
Sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.